Rob, that was a really frustrating loss.
I reckon any loss is frustrating, but probably more credit to how the Firebirds came out, especially after quarter time. They were exceptionally good, and really, we didn't make the adjustments probably at all after that. So plenty to work on when we go back to training.
It felt like it all fell apart in that second half. You had just as many international players out there on court. What happened there?
Yeah, good question. I'm not quite sure yet. I really want to have a good look at that because there was probably a couple of the things that we probably popped up last week. We probably saw again this week. So things that we've got to continue to build. But I think they were exceptionally good. Full credit really to the Firebirds today.
Seemed like you came up against Romelda Aiken at the wrong time. She returned to form today and she was quite incredible under the post there.
Yeah, she was excellent. And the beauty of it is we're going to come up against lots of shooters. The tools are incredibly hard to stop, so every week's a challenge. So getting one in form and having to compete against that is really good practice. Of course, it gives us some ideas about how to improve it when we come up against the next one, which is in 5 days' time.
Speaking of shooters, Caitlin Thwaites, she shot at 100%, but she just couldn't get the ball in that first half. What does she need to address this week?
Look, I'm not sure if it's just Katie. I think we'll have a look at her positioning, and sometimes I think she may have been on the move a bit too much, but I also think the access and the feeders may have some input into that. So we have to have a look at both of those because I think one goes with the other. So we'll have a good look and improve it for next week.
Kim Green and Susan Prattley, it feels like when the times are tough, those two step up and take on extra workload, and today it just didn't quite pull off. Is that something you need to look at, getting other players to step up and take that workload as well? Yeah,
most definitely, because I think when they do step up, like you want your senior players to step up, but sometimes I think they step up and then overdo their own job, and then sometimes I think we lose our structures. So everyone needs to step up, not just those two, and right across the court, because without that, like we're not going to be as competitive as we want to be.
And Gretel Tippett, is it hard to find that balance of giving a young girl an opportunity but not taking her off the court when the accuracy's not there?
Yeah, look, it was just an opportunity we thought to get her out there, and we wanted to try and leave her out there as long as she can. Ideally, we'd want to put her out at goal attack because she's much more comfortable there. I think on the move she's far better, and I think it just settles her down a little bit. But look, we know she's going to be a long-term prospect, and the more we can get her out there, the better. Today didn't come off, but that's okay. Like, it's a real opportunity for her to get out there, and hopefully those nerves get a little bit less each time, and we'll just see her grow as a player.
Steele next week, what will you be working on at training throughout the week to make sure that you can turn this around?
Oh, look, I think against all the New Zealand teams, I think a good Australian game of tough one-on-one is always a way that we want to play the game, and that's something we're going to be having to work on really strongly. And Janelle's going to score a lot of goals. We know that. It's going to be about shutting down the goal attack, wing attack centre, really, because if we can do that, then you're competitive. And to me, we just got to get back to doing what we normally do in attack. When we do that, score a lot of goals. Like today, disappointing result, but, at the end of the day, it's one game. We'll go away and work on it, hopefully good for Friday.
Thanks for your time. All the best next week.
Thanks very much.